In this video, we will familiarize ourselves with computer screen, very important component of any computer, PC, tablet or even smartphone. Normally, there will not be any computer without a screen these days. However, earlier times there used to be computer without screen as well. Now, what is a screen? Screen looks like, all of us are familiar with television, and it is very similar to a television screen. In fact, the from the component point of view, from the electronics point of view, the computer screen and television screen are very similar. Now, the size of the computer screen normally is smaller than the television screen, and the size varies from normally 10 inches to 24 inches, and this size is, so if this is the computer's, this is a screen, then this is a diagonal dimension. So this is what is the size. So remember, it is not the length or breadth, but it is the diagonal of the screen. The same thing applies even for television screen. Now, computer screen is your window to the world. It is your window to the world. To the world. So remember, this is where you actually get to see information in visual form. And it is both. You give the command from the screen itself, as well as you get the information also on the screen. So it is like two ways. It's not one way. Whereas television screen is only one way. It is only listening, or watching. But you can't give any instruction most of the time to the TV screen. However, these days televisions are coming with also with a small computer built into them, and they are called smart TV. So smart TV basically has a small computer built into them, and then they are trying to have some limited function of computer in the TV itself. But cost wise, that becomes I would say not viable at this point of time, or it is more expensive, because it is always better that you can buy a computer and a TV, and then you can connect. So you can always use television screen also as your computer screen by connecting your computer with the television if you are interested in looking for a bigger screen. Now, you have already learned how to start the computer. Now, once you start the computer, then what happens? You will get the screen, and there will be two things in the screen. There will be a bar. This is called a bar. So you will see that there is a bar, and then this is the main part, and in this main part you will see some icons, not in the full but part of it. Now this bar which is there at the bottom is the bottommost bar, and this bar, when you start, you will find that there is small things here, and then also small things here. Now each of them has meaning. So you should remember, when you start you get two things. So this is the starting bar, and this is sometimes also called task bar, and then you, on the main body of the screen, you will see some icons. Now these are the programs which are loaded on your computer, which are available on your computer, and you can use them. So these are the programs which are ready. and here you will get sometime a icon which is basically is the start icon, which has a shape of Microsoft Windows, and it may be something different also. And this is where when you want to switch off the computer, you will have to, so this is for switching off, switching off. When you have to switch off the computer, then this is the point where you have to start. So this is the starting point for closing the computer. Whereas here, normally you will see the time. So computer is also like a clock. So it will always keep giving you the correct time. And then there are many other icons which will tell you the status, which is telling you what are the various facilities available on the computer. And these are the various programs. So these are the various programs which are available. So that will come here. So this is 1 program, 2 program, 3 program, 4 program, 5 program, 6 program, 7 program, like that. So this type of screen is what you get when you start the computer. Now once you have started the computer, you cannot do anything until and unless you start a program. After that you have to start a program. So the fourth thing is, then you have to start a program. And when you start a program, because you see computer is a multi-purpose machine. For example, if you say take car is only one purpose machine. It actually only makes you move from one place to another place. You take washing machine, only one purpose, it will only wash your cloth. You take microwave oven, it will only do heating. But if you have a convection oven, then it has two things, it do microwave heating as well as the normal heating. So there are some machines which may do one purpose, there are some machines which may do two purpose, there are some machines which may do three purpose. But computer is one machine which does almost like unlimited number of purpose. Depending upon programs, it can do a new function. Without a program, this computer is practically not very useful. So the importance of computer has become so much because of the programs or the software. So it is, you have to then start a program. Suppose you want to start a program to search some information. Then you will start that program, and that program is called browser, which we will see later. So you start with the browser program, and this browser program will then give you facilities to search information on any topic. And when you start a program, then the screen will change and the screen will become like this. So what will happen is that the bottom bar will remain unchanged. So this starting bar will still there, task bar will still be there, but all these programs will disappear now. So all these programs which I have mentioned here, they will disappear from here. And then what will happen is that you will get screen according to this program, because we have started the browser program. And then we will get some bars at the top, and we will get some additional bars at the bottom. So normally you will have 2-3 bars, 2-3 bars, and here also 2-3 bars. So these bars again will tell you more in terms of giving the instruction to the program, in terms of controlling the program, and the main content will come in the body. So the information will come here. So this is your information info area. So this is where the info will come. Whereas the top bars, and then these are the bottom bars. They are more for giving instructions to the computer. Another most important thing is that in the top bar, this topmost corner remains almost uniform for all programs. And the last is a cross sign. So you should, I think it's very important to run this corner where this is for closing the program or for shutdown, or this is shutdown of the computer, and this is the corner for shutdown of program. Shutdown of program. So these two corners is something which you must learn or familiarize yourself right in the beginning. And this is when you have to shut down the whole computer system, and this is where you have to close the program. This shutdown of program is called closing the program, whereas shutting down of the computer, closing the computer is called shutting down. So for closing the program, there is a cross here, and then you just click. You have to do a left click on this program, and then it will close the program. And again, it will come back to this type of screen where the initial all the programs which are available will be shown. So again, then you can start a new program. And how do you start a new program? Just double click on that program. So you just put the cursor on that program and double click. Double clicking is for starting the program. And then if you want to do any other things, most of the other things you can do by single left click. Most of the time we use the left click of the mouse. So understand in this aspect, the basic screen has bars. There are top bars and there are bottom bars. And in between is the body where the information will come. Now some bars are controlled by the basic computer, and especially the bottommost bar is controlled by the basic computer, and the other bars are controlled by the program. But if you want to close down the program, then remember that there is a cross sign at the right hand top corner, and that is what you should use for closing down the program. There are so many other things which you have to learn, but basically if you start slowly, you will be able to learn progressively. So don't try to confuse yourself with so much of information right in one go. Today you learn what are the different parts of the screen, and as I mentioned, there are three parts: the bottom part, the body, and the top part. And both top and bottom part has number of bars, and within bars there are so many small icons which are indicating various controls and commands for the computer, and some are for the control and command for the program. And as I have told you, that computer does a purpose only through a program. So you need to start the right program for doing whatever you want to do. Without program, computer is quite like I would say is not able to do anything significant. So computer by itself is just like a non-intelligent box. The intelligence in the computer comes from the program. And when you start, you will see all the programs which are available on the screen, and then you can choose whatever program you want to start, and then you will get the screen according to that program, which will again, typical pattern will have bars at the top and bars at the bottom, and then the information area will be in the middle, which is the body of the part. Thank you.